Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Essie Gaston Edwards in for Junior Garcia. Here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Suspect arrested in Christianstead murder. New refinery may potentially produce $1 billion, economic impact says BER, and SCEC band program Christmas concert. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
I Trade Earth brings you News Channel 8, a Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands-based approach to economic development and the global marketplace, one small business at a time. Call 866-396-8278 for more information or look at us on AsSeenOnChannel8.com for I Trade Earth.
In our top story, major crime detectives on St. Croix have arrested 21-year-old Leosardes Casanova, aka Bam Bam, and charged him with murder in the first degree in connection with the November 17th death of 54-year-old Javier de Jesus. Here is Melody Rames with more.
Major crime detectives on St. Croix have arrested 21-year-old Leosardes Casanova, a.k.a. Bam Bam, and charged him with murder in the first degree in connection with the November 17th death of 54-year-old Javier de Jesus. Detectives said de Jesus died from blunt force trauma to his body. Casanova was arrested on December 9th at about 5:30 p.m. He was placed on a bail of $1 million and remanded to the Golden Grove Adult Correctional Facility pending his advice of rights hearing. Major Crime and Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives continue to investigate this case.
The Commissioner of Labor and the head of the Steelworkers Union were on Straight Talk to discuss the Jovensa issue. Here's more.
We have always complained that we're not training our future, basically at this point, to take over the jobs at Jovensa. Now there is no Jovensa, so basically that if they want to continue in that field, they will have to go abroad, basically, to get those jobs. These are some of the impacts that we are seeing. And these are the things that bothers us because the last tech class that I know for a fact, Jovensa basically at this point had sent 20 students, graduates, basically to Houston for training. Now, they were guaranteed that when they finished their job, that Jovensa would hire approximately 10 of those employees, and the other 10 would go to those subcontractors.
Sure.
That dream never been fulfilled.
Right.
Because the refinery actually closed.
Right.
These are some of the impacts. The other impact that we see basically with the closure of Jovensa in itself and with the government, and then when I go back to the government, now I talk about the people I represent also in the government who to this date cannot get an increase in wages.
Sure.
And we're basically at this point at wage reopeners because the government don't have the monies.
Right.
Because they lost millions of dollars because of the HES closure.
Right.
So right now we're in a lot of wage reopeners. Even though we have contracts, they cannot get their wages.
When you look back at 2011, and you look at the total wages in the Virgin Islands, that number was $1.61 billion. So that means for 2011, we paid out $1.161 billion in salaries. That's not other money that people made, companies, other things, but in salaries we paid. Now,
are you talking about specifically territorial-wide?
Territorial government.
Okay. Right, everything.
Jovensa.
Whoever.
This year, the last 4 quarters of this year, we paid out $1.3 billion.
Wow.
That's $300 million. Right. $300 million. I want to say it one more time. $300 million less in wages. Now, not only does that affect how much money is coming into the territory in terms of people getting salaries, but it's also affecting salaries because now usually the average in 2011, the average income for Virgin Islanders was around $40,000, $42,000. This year, it's down to $38,000.
Of course.
So it's down $4,000. That affects how much people get per week in unemployment compensation. That used to be $495. It's gone now to $477.
Right.
So now not only you have less wages in terms of direct compensation, you also have less wages entering in terms of unemployment compensation. Because wages are down, everybody else in the territory
Is
gets
feeling it.
no, they get less wages.
Of course, that's what I'm
because
saying.
there is no demand now for high occupation wages. So where before you might be an engineer and you command $80,000, right? There's no demand for that anymore in the territory, so you might command 60. So the assistant engineer has to get less than you. They got to get 40, where they were getting 50 or 60 before. So it depresses the whole in the entire wage scale.
Sure.
So having Hovensa here created competition in terms of wages in the community on a whole. So all of us suffer in terms of the wage we could command.
In other news, if an agreement for the sale of Hovensa Refinery is approved, and if the buyer successfully restarts the refinery, and if all goes as planned, the restart could perhaps generate up to $1 billion in direct economic impact, according to the VI Bureau of Economic Research. Government House released the BER report Tuesday, a week before the Finance Committee considers the agreement. BER Refining Agreement report taken into account ABR's proposed $1.1 billion in costs in the form of compensation, training, and raw materials associated with the engineering, rehabilitation, construction, and restart of the Hovensa oil refinery. $550 million is estimated to be sourced in the territory. BR Director Wharton Berger said in a December 2nd letter transmitting the report to Senate President Sean Michael Malone. Given this estimate, this report concludes the ABR operating agreement may potentially generate $1 billion in direct economic impact on the Virgin Islands economy during the 36-month period, creating over 2,000 jobs primarily on the island of St. Croix, Berger said. Now here is Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers. Crime Stoppers thanks you for making a difference in the U.S. Virgin Islands. As the holidays approach, the police department urges the community to drive safely. Always have a designated driver if you are going to drink. Police are also advised the public to place purchased gifts in the trunk of your vehicle and then move the vehicle. Doing this deters theft. St. Croix. Police needs your help in the kidnapping and death of 37-year-old Tariq Abdallah, who was reported missing on or about November 23rd by family members. According to the family, he was last seen on the 23rd when he left his wife to go shopping at a local shopping center. On November 25th, police found a vehicle in Annalee Bay area that contained the remains of a badly burned body that believed to be Mr. Abdallah. Please help us to bring closure to his family and friends by telling us what you may know. St. John, on November 11 at about 10:30 p.m., police officers were dispatched to Love City Mini Mart in Coral Bay about a robbery that had just occurred. As the store was just about to close, an armed masked man wearing a black ski mask, hoodie, jeans, sneakers, and purple gloves walked in, with a silver gun pointed to the cashier. He told the cashier to open the register. Unable to do so, the gunman attempted to open the register himself, but could not. He then stole some unsecured cash, phone cards, and other items and left on foot. St. Thomas, on November 30th at 11:50 p.m., police were dispatched to number 68 Lingers Bay for a shooting. The victim, 25-year-old Jonathan Vasquez, died while in the emergency room. If you have any information about this crime, call Major Crimes at 714-9823 or 714-9833 extension 5618 or 340-714-9843 extension 5619, Crime Stoppers or 911. Step up. Be a part of the solution. Tell us what you know about these or any other crimes at www.crimestoppersusvi.org or by calling 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. Or by texting USVI plus your message to crime at 276437. This is Ashley Messiah reporting your weekly Crime Stoppers for News Channel 8.
Stay with us. We have more news right after this break.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
The Lady Hibiscus Incorporated organization will be having a fun day on Saturday, December 13th at Altoona Lagoon. Here are some of the members with more information.
Hi, good evening. My name is Shirley Ford, and I'm presently a member of the Ladies Hibiscus Club. I'm handing it over now to Shauna.
Hi, good evening. My name is Shauna Henley, and I'm Public Relations for Lady Hibiscus. And we just want to inform you about our upcoming event this Saturday at Altoona Lagoon. It'll be from 12 to 7. It's our Christmas fun day, and it's for the whole family. So please come out and support. We'll have raffles, giving away gifts for the kids. We'll have games, face painting for the little ones, food and drinks on sale, entertainment by Big Cat Sounds, and just lots of fun. There's 2 bikes we're raffling. They're pretty good. Please come out and support. You don't want to miss it. Something to do right before the boat parade. See you there.
Thank you.
The St. Croix Educational Complex High School Band Program will be holding their 2014 Christmas concert under the direction of Mr. Kevin Hendricks, the band director. This event will be held tomorrow, Thursday, December 11th, 7 p.m. at the Educational Complex Auditorium. You will be in for a treat as the students perform their self-written play entitled Spoiled Rotten, A Christmas Story, and accompanied by music from the concert band and the jazz band. Please make sure you support the students of the St. Croix Educational Complex Band Program. Don't touch that remote. We have more news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally, here is Mr. Gonzalez from Positive Guidance Youth Club with a very important message concerning our youth.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gonzalez from Positive Guidance Youth Club. I'm here today to talk to you about, this upcoming Christmas. Really just want to give some of your parents some information and some things you guys should be looking at. I know it's this Christmas season upon us, but Christmas is when you reward your children, your kids, with different gifts and different things to tell them thank you for doing what you were supposed to be doing. Some of these gifts like cell phones and electronics, I'm asking your parents to please be careful and mindful of what your children are doing. Some of you are rewarding your children with cell phones, and they're on the social media websites, doing a lot of things, talking a lot of things that they're not supposed to. Please monitor your children's cell phones. Some of your parents don't even have your children's password for your cell phones. Please be very, very careful with that. A lot of issues are being created on social media. And, these kids are getting into a lot of arguments and issues and fights at school, and it all starts on the social media website. So I just want to say, if you are going to reward your children with electronic gifts such as tablets or cell phones, please be mindful, monitor your kids, check them out. Don't be scared to find out what's going on. There's a lot of obscenity and a lot of negative behavior on these social media, and please, I just asking for you to be a little more into your child's activities. Also, schools, some of your kids, please check up on your kids at school, the grades that they're, check on their grades, check with their teachers. It just isn't right to reward a child, to give children gifts. Use this Christmas as a tool to, speak to your child and let them know if you don't do well in school, you can't, you're not going to be rewarded next week. Most of the schools, I think is on Thursday, have their progress reports, on the children. That would be a really good incentive for you to find out if your child, deserves a gift or not, or, is rewarded the right way. We need to hold our children accountable. If we want a bright future and we say our children is our future, then we need to be on top of our youngsters. We have to make sure that they're rewarded accordingly. You can't fail and be rewarded. It's just not right. So I'm just asking again to I want a brighter future, and I know a lot of y'all parents want a really good future for your kids. And we start with school, we start with academics, and we use that academic and the progression in school to reward our kids. And I'm just here to kind of say, let's be mindful and let's be careful what we're doing with our kids and what interactions our kids are in. And again, I just want everyone to enjoy the Christmas. I want to say thank you to the Ricardo Richards staff and the John H. Woodson staff for allowing me the chance to come into the school and talk to some of the youngsters and inquire on, what's going on. They were really, really good, and I want to continue to collaborate with the schools and work with the schools, with anything in reference to our youngsters. Again, I just want to say thanks, and please have a wonderful Christmas from the Positive Guidance Youth Club.
Your weather report is up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And now your 5-day weather report.
Tonight, scattered showers, mainly after 8 p.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 72. East-northeast wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. On Thursday, scattered showers, mainly before noon. Mostly sunny with a high near 85. East-northeast wind 13 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. On Thursday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 74. East-northeast wind around 17 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And on Friday, scattered showers, mainly before noon. Mostly sunny with a high near 85. East-northeast wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. And on Friday night, scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 71. East wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. And on Saturday, scattered showers, mainly before noon. Mostly sunny with a high near 84. Southeast wind 11 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
And that concludes the news broadcast we have for you this evening. From all of us here at News Channel 8, I'm Essie Gaston Edwards. World News is up next. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
I Trade Earth brings you News Channel 8, a Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands-based approach to economic development and the global marketplace, one small business at a time. Call 866-396-8278 for more information or look at us on as seen on channel8.com for I Trade Earth.